Mr. Taneve, you explained that Robinhood restricted transactions in certain securities to meet demands coming from your clearinghouse. And yet, on January 28th, you represented to the media that there was no liquidity problem. Isn't it true that being concerned about having enough capital to meet deposit requirements, isn't that a liquidity problem? Or could you just answer yes or no?
Chairwoman Waters, I appreciate the opportunity to address that.
Just yes or no?
We always felt comfortable with our liquidity and the additional capital that Robinhood raised.
Please answer yes or no.
We always felt
I get
comfortable
through
with
my
our
5
liquidity.
minutes. I don't have time. I just need a yes or no answer.
I stand by my statement. The additional capital we raised wasn't to meet capital requirements or deposit
The
requirements.
gentleman,
Excuse me.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Everyman here, your average investor. If you haven't watched the 5.5-hour long hearing involving GameStop and Citadel and a whole bunch of other people, then I highly encourage you to not watch it. I watched it for you, so you didn't have to. It's 5.5 hours of bullshit. There was some very important takeaways, which we're going to start off with our list of bad boomers and good boomers. The most notable bad boomers are these people. And what got these people on the naughty list? Well, things like bringing up taxation, you know, because that's what everyday people, retail investors need is more taxes. Other things were their condescending tones, referring to retail investors as uneducated, and just a general not thinking highly of the average investor, which is crazy because we caused a huge short squeeze that caused the market to rethink its strategies. So how unintelligent can we really be? On to the good boomers. These good boomers, I really like their attitude coming into it. They had a high regard for the intelligence of the retail investor and the power of them, and they brought up really good stuff like the blockchain and such. They also mentioned diamond hands, which you always get bonus points for mentioning diamond hands with me. Now that we talked about the good, we're going to circle back to the bad, because the bad was really bad, and it was the reason why I took today off and risked maybe losing my job. But this was important to try to get out because I didn't see much chatter about this, and it's them talking about further restricting the retail investor. The connotation of some of the stuff that they said about us using options and margin and how we're not educated enough to do that and how we shouldn't have those stuff was very condescending and scary because all they're doing is taking more tools out of our toolbox in an effort for them to make more money while helping us. I'm just your average guy. I work 50 hours a week and I have about $8,000 in savings, and most of that is in stocks. It's looking pretty bad right now, but the market should go back up eventually, and I'm hoping to leverage that to where I don't, have to work till I'm 65 or 70. The connotation in these people's voices was scary because the tools that I've scraped together to try to leverage my way out of this lower to middle class position that I'm in and not have to work till I'm 65 or 70, they're taking the tools out of our toolbox. At least that's what they're talking about doing. Now, it's for our safety because we don't know how to control them properly. But I know better than that. Together, we are stronger. And if we like a stock, we like a stock. I urge all of you to keep up with this topic. I'll stay up to date as much as I can on it and post as much as I can. And I encourage all of you to do the same. Be vocal, do your own due diligence, read, go on Reddit a little bit, whatever you got to do to scrape together some information. But this is too important to stay on the sidelines. Stay vocal, stay informed. Everyman out.